stars and I'm smoking on platinum. Got my eye on the prize so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back.
And listen, man, this week, NBA, it's been too good to us. It's been too good to us, man. Well, I think we only got about a week and a half left of basketball. Regular season, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But as promised, we're here to talk about our, MVPs, our award leaders, who we think are going to win the awards. And of course, we're going to talk about the playoffs. We got to talk about the playoffs. Man, without further ado, yo, what it do? It's your boys, Juice and Lou. We back here with another banger for y'all. J. Lou, I ain't been wasting no time. Let's get right into it, bro.
So, like you brought up, we're going to hop into some of these award races. A lot of interesting things have been going down since the All-Star break, obviously.
Yeah.
And teams have been surging and players have been in and out the lineups, costing their NBA MVP cases at least. But we're going to leave that, we'll probably leave that last. I think the first award we should talk about is the Youngbloods, the Rookie of the Year. Obviously, led by, there's three main candidates. It's Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, and Scotty Barnes as of right now. Who do you feel like deserves the award?
This is tough, bro. It's really tough because I think it's between Cade and Scotty, but I think Scotty got the edge. I think Scotty got the edge right now just because the Raptors are in a position to make playoffs. The Raptors are in a position to make playoffs. Nobody expected the Raptors to be anything. Well, I mean, but then again, you got well coaching, and you got chemistry. And Gary Trent ain't no scrub. We didn't think he was going to pop off like this. But Scotty Barnes, the last 13 games, has averaged 18.8, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and you might as well just say 2 steals. That's tough. That's tough. And on the year, he has 15 points per game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 49% shooting, and 30% from the 3-point line. That's tough, bro. That's tough. And it's no shade, nothing wrong with Cade because he's been averaging, like, over the past 5 weeks, he's been averaging 22, 7, and 6.
I did see that. Yes, he has been bad.
So it's like I'm giving Scotty the edge over seeding because of seeding. But if we're talking about individual players, Cade does have a choice. Cade does have an argument.
Okay. Well, how you feel about the team, though? I mean, Pistons aren't doing as well as the Raptors. Obviously, they're near the bottom. And you don't think Evan Mobley is in that conversation?
Evan Mobley, he could be in the conversation, but I think he was doing so well because Jared Allen was next to him, if that makes sense. Jared Allen's been out for a good amount of time, so it's like he's still been doing his thing. Evan Mobley's still been doing his thing, but it's not as much as what it was when Jared Allen was on the floor. So it was like, now he's like the main big, and they need everything out of him now. So it's like, that's tough.
Well, Evan did get hurt, I'm pretty sure, a week or two ago. So, I mean, that has hurt his chances of winning the reward. But for me, I mean, I told y'all, like, after the draft, I was looking out for Jalen Green, and he's actually been putting up great numbers since the All-Star break. His efficiency was bad.
Really well.
His efficiency was bad in the beginning, but now he's up to around 20 points and shooting near 47% from the field, and 3-point percent is near 36. So from 30% to start the season at least. But he's been improving. He's definitely like a project for the Rockets. But back to Scotty, the Raptors have been winning a lot since the break as well, and he's a big part. I mean, he's a great wing defender. Like I said, out of the draft, I thought he could be second in the running, but I feel like I'll agree with you with Scotty winning the award here, and Evan Mobley. I feel like he probably would have won it if he didn't get hurt because the Cavs were doing so well with him. Cavs were like fourth seed or fifth
They were
seed for
fourth.
most of the year, and
Yeah.
then both Jared Allen and Mobley got hurt. They are at the 7th spot right now. So hopefully, at least one of them comes back by playoff time. But all in all, I think Scotty Barnes is gonna win the award. I keep saying reward, but the Raptors are 12-7 after the All-Star break, and he's definitely been balling, as well as Pascal Siakam too. He's having a great comeback year. So give me Barnes in that position. And moving on, we didn't include a 6-man because Tyler Hero is averaging around 22 off the bench, and
It's obvious.
I mean, honestly, I feel like he should be a starter, but like y'all
Yeah.
do whatever y'all want over there in Miami.
Yeah.
But he's definitely elevated his game since last year. I mean, he talked the talk. He said he was gonna try to be in the same category as Luka and Trae Young. So he's definitely having a good season, and he could approach that territory if he got a starting position. But he's getting good minutes though, so he's most likely going to win the award. That's why we're not going to talk about that. And moving on to the next award, I think this one's kind of close between 2 to 3 teams. It's the Coach of the Year award, and for me, I feel like Monty Williams will probably win it because the Suns are probably going to win around 65 games this year. Right now, I'm pretty sure they have 62 wins, 62-14 with around 8 games for them. And I could see them winning 65, 66 playoffs. They got CP3 back, and they also had Booker, who's people trying to put him late into the MVP conversation, which I don't know how I feel about that. Their bench has been playing good. They're also missing Cam Johnson right now. He hasn't played in like a month, and they're still winning games without him. So 62-14, top of the West. I'm pretty sure he didn't win it last year. I think Tom Thibodeau won it.
Yeah.
Because the Knicks were really good. But this year, I feel like he's going to get that respect. I think he's going to win the award. But honorable mention is the Celtics coach. I forgot his name. I think I will pronounce it. I think it's EK. But he's really put this team around. I think over the last 30 games, they were like 25-5. And Jason Tatum, he's trying to make a late NBA MVP push. Jaylen Brown's still playing good, but they did lose Robert Williams for 6 to 8 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, I mean. And I think that will hurt their playoff run chance. So shout out to him, though. Obviously, the Grizzlies coach. He's been doing his thing over there with Ja Morant, and the team itself has been playing really good. But I'm waiting for playoffs to see if they're going to be like a Utah Jazz and just fold in the first or second round, or they actually make some noise.
So for Coach of the Year, I got my 3. Give me Monty. Give me Ime Udoka. That's the Celtics coach.
Udoka.
And Taylor Jenkins, Memphis Grizzlies coach. And I think Taylor Jenkins runs away with it. I think he runs away with it. Did anybody see the Grizzlies being a 50-win team? No. I can assure you I didn't. I can assure you. And I thought Grizzlies going to just scrape a play-in tournament, if you ask me. But then again, I can't really say scrape a play-in tournament because the West did get significantly bad. But I just didn't see the Grizzlies being that good, like top of the West good. So it was like Monty. We knew Monty was good from last year because he did the same thing last year. Celtics, we knew they were going to get it right, but I think since the All-Star break, I think they're like, what, 29-8? Something like that since the All-Star break. The Celtics are on it. And the Celtics could do some damage in the playoffs. But they need you said Robert Williams? They need him back. Because didn't he just come back from an injury? Was he just hurt already or before?
No, he was playing.
Oh, I was thinking of somebody else. But the Celtics can make some noise in the playoffs. Celtics could maybe upset your favorite team.
Your favorite team.
Not my favorite team. But if the Celtics met up with the Nets, Celtics could do it. Celtics could do it, man. That's tough. You got everybody's saying Marcus Smart should be DPOY. We're gonna get to that in a second. But hey, Jason Tatum been on a tear, Jaylen Brown been on a tear. Shout out to Celtics. But it's just the Grizzlies, man. Ja was playing at an MVP level when he was on the floor. Jaren Jackson playing extremely well. Desmond Baines came out of nowhere. I didn't even know him until this year. Or is he a rookie? I don't even know.
No.
But he came completely out of nowhere. Dylan Brooks, he's doing his thing. Just the whole team chemistry-wise is what could take them far. If you ask me if they can beat the Warriors in a 7-game series, maybe. That's not 100%. Clay, I don't know. Clay's good. Clay's playing all right. But Draymond, he said they're trash right now. That's tough. That's tough. Listen, Jordan Poole ain't no scrub, but he's not Steph Curry. So if you ask me right now who would win in a 7-game series, Memphis or the Warriors? Who? That's tough, man. That's really tough. I gotta go Grizzlies. Gotta go Grizzlies right now. But listen, I think Taylor Jenkins runs away with it.
Not mad at that. Like, he was in my top 3 as well. But moving on, you actually brought it up. The Defensive Player of the Year award. Now, favorite right now is actually Marcus Smart. He's the favorite leading candidate. You have Mikal Bridges. Of course, I have Gobert in there, but he's been missing some games lately. You have Giannis still in there. Bam Adebayo as well. And the one and only Draymond Green, after his coming back from the back injury, he is still in Defensive Player of the Year. Who do you have winning?
It's you can make a case for Marcus Smart. You can make a case for Mikal Bridges. You can make a case for Rudy Gobert. No.
Wow.
You can make a case for Bam. You can make a case for Jaren Jackson. He leads the league in blocks. It's tough, bro. It's tough. But if I had to say, then of course Giannis. Like, come on now. But right now, Giannis or Marcus Smart. As much as I want to say Bam, it's not enough. I can't. I can't. Giannis or Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, if he wins DPOY, I think he's going to be the next guard since Gary Payton to win it. And I think only the sixth guard of all time to win it.
So Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart, man, he has a legit case. But Giannis is right there for me. Giannis is right there. But right now, give me Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. Interesting. This kind of tough for me as well. Like I like Giannis. I don't know if he's my favorite. It's for me. I feel like it's between Draymond, but I feel like he won't win it because of the injury. He settled and like he just starting to come back and whatnot. But obviously the Warriors missed him. They lost the second seed without him, and I think at one point they were like 2-8 through a 10-game stretch without Draymond. So they definitely need him on the court.
Yeah.
His presence matters a lot. And going forward, of course, in the playoffs, if they have the big three healthy, I think they can do damage. For Giannis, he actually took on a big role this year. Without Brook Lopez, he saw a lot of minutes at the 5. And, Brook just started coming back. Him and Bobby Portis, but Giannis is a better defender. He played off the ball a lot, helped rim protect what Brook Lopez would normally do. He was doing that. He was also switching, guarding guards, guard bigs, whatever you asked him to do. He played a significant role in doing that as well. But no, I think, I'll say Giannis. I think Giannis is going to win the award just because of the role he played without Brook Lopez and keeping Milwaukee up in the standings as their third seed right now. I mean, he's a talented defender, good help defender, already won the award once in 2020. But I say my third player who could make a run for it is Mikal Bridges. I saw he has opponents shoot around 38% when Mikal Bridges is guarding them. Earlier this year, he played against Curry. He finished the game 4 for 13, 12 points when Bridges was guarding him. So Bridges, he guards the best player every night, and he does his best job. I mean, offense always gonna, you're always gonna score at one point in the NBA. But he does the best job. He plays defense he averages 35 minutes a game. So he plays defense and effort all 35 minutes. He's 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan. And he's rarely missed a game this year. So if I remember. But I think he definitely should be in the conversation. But a lot of the Suns players are not in it because they're like a low-key team, even though they went to the finals last year. But I still think Giannis's role was way bigger to Milwaukee's success this year because it allows them to play small without losing the height because Giannis is also like 7 foot, like Brook Lopez. So give me Giannis and DPOY case be his second, and honestly just be another award for the man at 26, approaching 27. So
if he wins, he top 5 power forward.
Didn't you ask? I feel like you asked me this earlier. Well,
I did, and you said you don't know. But now I'm trying to.
It's not better than Tim. Not better than Dirk.
Better KG.
Not yet.
I think Giannis better than KG, bro. I think Giannis better than KG.
Better or greater?
Better, not greater. Well, he's close, but not very, not greater.
I mean, if
yet.
you go by
close.
talent, though, like Giannis' talent is absurd out of the power forward position. He's not like the old power forwards, like the back to the basket power forwards. He's a lot of like a point forward type player. So, I mean, he's definitely a hybrid. But if we're talking skill-wise, I mean, he's skill-wise, I feel like he's third. I still don't think his skill is better than Tim Duncan or Dirk's skill. But he does have the defense over Dirk. But talking about greater, I feel like he's at fourth. I think he jumps over Barkley. To me, I thought Barkley was fourth last year. But with Giannis winning now, I feel like he deserves top 3 power forward all time. And I think Barkley's fourth for me. And five could either be, that's top 5. Could be Kevin McHale still. I had him over Giannis a year ago as well. But right now, I think Giannis, he's top 3.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to most improved player. Now, this one could get very interesting.
This is
and
tough, man.
The ratings actually, they have Ja, DeJounte Murray, Desmond Bain. I'm trying to remember the list. There was
Darius Garland.
But yeah, DG.
And I think Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges. He was balling in the beginning of the year. But who do you think is most improved?
Hey, this probably tougher than DPOY. This is tough, bro. I'm gonna read you off some stats, and then I'll tell you the players right after. Last year, this player had or averaged 17.4 points, 45 from the field, 39% from 3, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. This year, 35 minutes per game, jumped up to 21.6 points, 37.5 from 46.5 from the field, 37.5 from 3. So that went down, but taking more shots, of course. 3.4 rebounds, averaged more assists to 8.7 assists and 1.3 steals. That's Darius Garland. Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, he has a legit case. And now you're looking at this guy right here. Last year, he went from 15.5 points, 45 from the field, 31% from 3, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal. A steal. To this year, 21, 46 from the field, 33% from 3, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals. That's DeJounte Murray. And now it's like, ooh, this is getting tough. This is getting tough. Now I'm looking at this player right here. I think you already know before I even say it. Last year, went from 19 points a game, 44 from the field, 30% from 3, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Let's say a steal. To a humongous jump to 27 points a game, 49% from the field. He was averaging just about 50% from the field. 34% from 3, 5 rebounds. His assists went down, but only by not a lot. He went down by 1, and he's averaging a steal. That's Ja Morant. And now it's like, yo, this is hard. This is hard because nobody saw the Cavs being this good. Especially because the East is like the new West now. Nobody saw the Cavs this good. So Darius Garland legit had a case. And then you're looking at DeJounte Murray. He has a legit case, but the Spurs are bad. And I hate to say it, the Spurs are bad. That's why he doesn't have a case. That's why he doesn't have as much of a case. But Ja Morant, bro, like I said before, nobody saw the Grizzlies having the second best record in the league. Ja Morant, bro. He's averaging almost 10 more points than what he did last year. That's crazy. And then his field goal percentage jumped up by almost 5. His 3-point shot increased by 4%. It gotta be Ja in less games. Ja may be out for the rest of the season or for the rest of the regular season.
Right.
And if honestly, if I'm the Grizzlies, Memphis is hot right now. We're doing fine without Ja. I'm letting him chill and come back playoff time. I'm letting him chill because
Mm-hmm.
why play him? You're winning without him. You're doing just fine. You're in a secure spot. You secured the playoffs already. Why risk anything else? Just rest him. Have him full and ready. Gotta be Ja, man. Most improved, it gotta be Ja. Gotta be Ja. But this is really tough. This is really tough.
Okay. I like what all the players you named. I mean, but I think I'm gonna go Grizzlies though. But I think I'm gonna go Desmond Bane. I think he should win the award. Let me tell you why.
Mm.
You brought up Ja. We've seen the flashes though in the playoffs when he averaged 30 plus against the Jazz in the series. Yeah, they lost, but we saw the flashes of what he could be. And he just carried that momentum over into this regular season. So like I already knew that. DeJounte Murray, same thing. He was doing the same solid numbers around like what you said, around 20 points, getting those rebounds, assists, eight and 8 almost some games. Like I could see him doing that. Like I already saw all that last year from him. So it was like an improvement. Like he was improving, but like it's nothing we haven't seen before. Then you have Darius Garland, another player. This was a big opportunity for him because Colin Sexton got hurt. So now he gets the ball basically, 24/7 every time he's out there. And you brought up his numbers, first time All-Star in the East as well. Got the Cavs a playoff spot, most likely. So, hey, I think honestly, you can make a case for Garland, but Desmond Bane went from 9 points to 18. If you asked me who Desmond Bane was last year, I'd look at you funny. They had him playing shooting guard. He's 6'7". Now he's a small forward. He's averaging 30 minutes. He played 22 minutes last year, only started 17 games. He started every single game this year from the jump. So there was some off-season dedication work he put in to start right from the season after only starting 17 games last year. His field goal percentages went up from 43% at the 3-point line. Well, that stayed the same. He's shooting 7 more threes now. Well, 3 more threes. He's shooting 7 threes a game from 4 last year. And his field goal percentage is around the same because he's double the shots again this year, which isn't bad. He's shooting 46% from the field. But his points per game are skyrocketed, like I said, up almost 10 at 9 right now. And I feel like he's a very key role player for the Grizzlies' success this year. And I'm so surprised, like, he's not higher. Like, I get it. You have DG, DeJounte, and Ja, but, like, I've seen, like, the flashes from them. Like, I haven't seen this from Desmond Bane last year. So, give me Desmond as my most improved player.
I can't be mad, man. Can't be mad. 2 people on the same team in the same conversation.
Yeah.
That's
But
tough,
that
man.
brings us to the best award that a man could get in the NBA, besides a trophy, finals trophy. And that's the MVP, regular season MVP. And I'm going to let you go, but I feel like there's only a few amount of players who could win this as of now.
It's like the MVP is surprisingly, the only award that's really been up and down all year. Usually the MVP is like the award that's like, stays steady for the whole, like 1, 2 people maybe throughout the whole year, and they just go back and forth. But this year it's like a good maybe 5, 6 people you could put in that argument for MVP. Man, Embiid and Jokic, of course, that's a given. Giannis can be in there. Jason Tatum, you could throw him in there. Luka,
Mm-hmm.
he's in there. Ja, if he never got hurt, he would have been in there. Devin Booker, he get a lot of love. He can be in there. And Kevin Durant missed too many games. DeMar DeRozan, Chicago, they've been falling a little bit. Cat would be nice, but and Steph just completely, he went from top to bottom. Not top to bottom. He went from top to out. But the MVP, man, is really tough. You looking at Embiid averaging 30, 11, and 4. Jokic, he averaging 26, 13, and 8. Giannis, we'll say 30, 11, and 6. Jason Tatum, during this long win streak that they had, 27, 8, and 4. Luka, 28, 9, and 9. Jeez.
Crazy numbers.
Oh my gosh. The big man is going to win it. Unfortunately.
Big man is going to win it.
A big man will win it. Will take it again this year. But it's like, you look at somebody as like, yeah, he's going to be the MVP. And then right after that, somebody else has a performance just as better, if not better. And it's like, yo. Now you're just stuck in the middle, man. But I think what helped Embiid's case is James Harden. James Harden helped his case. Because now you're taking attention off Embiid, now it's on to you. So Embiid has more time to, or he can do whatever he wants almost.
Mm-hmm.
I think Embiid gets it this year. I thought Embiid was gonna get it last year. Jokic just swooped it swooped it and took it from him, man. But this year, I think Joel Embiid is secure for this year. I think he's secured.
That's interesting. You said that. It's interesting you said Jokic swooped and took it right from him, because I think he's gonna do it again this year. To begin the year, I mean, I had Curry, and it looked really good for me. I mean, first 25 games, he broke the record, did his thing first couple months. Then, like you said, after the record was broken for all-time threes, he just went downhill a little bit. So that's where he fell off. And then after him, it was the DeMar DeRozan talk that started spicing up. He was putting up. He broke a Wilt Chamberlain record.
Mm-hmm.
35 plus points, over 50% shooting in 10 straight games. Broke Wilt's record. I mean, that's insane. And he does it without really shooting threes. So there was a chance for him, but the team just started going down with injuries. So the Bulls fell a little bit to the 5th seed now. And coming on late, brought up Tatum and Booker. I feel like Booker's case should have been there through the whole season, but the Suns, that's more of an oriented team success and system success. That's what the voters probably feel like. Even though Booker's having a great year, around 26 points per game, I'm pretty sure. And same for Tatum. I'm pretty sure after All-Star break, he's averaging like 31 points per game, because the Celtics have been hot themselves. So, but I feel like he's starting to come on a little too late because post All-Star break. But you know who's been there around the whole season? It's Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. Those three to me were around the whole season. You put up the numbers already. The case for Giannis doesn't really have that much help. I mean, compared to like second fiddle superstars, I mean, Chris Middleton is no Kyrie, he's no Harden, and he's no Chris Paul as a second fiddle teammate. I mean, it just is what it is. No Jaylen Brown. So, I mean, it is what it is, what you got to work with. And Giannis, he's putting up around 30 and 11. Great, I think 4 assists a game or 5. But like I said, he's in the defensive player of the year conversation as well. So he's definitely anchored the Bucks like he always does in the regular season throughout the whole season. But I feel like voter fatigue for him will kick in because he won MVP, I think, not last year, but 2 years ago. So I don't think voters will vote for him. Then you had Joel Embiid's case. He was dominant for a stretch. I think he had, I think it was 12 straight 30-point games, something crazy like that through the season without Ben Simmons playing at the time before Harden. So the defense was all looking at him, and he's still scoring these monster numbers. So even now with Harden, they're still playing good. It's just he has someone to take that pressure off him a little bit. But in my opinion, this is where Jokic shines the best right here. They're 46 and 31 right now. You know where that would get you in the East? That would get you right behind the Sixers, who have Embiid. And honestly, they have the same wins. Just they played 2 more games than Nuggets. They had the Sixers 46 and 29. Like I said, Nuggets 46-31. And then the Bucks are 47-28. They only had 1 more win. And Jokic didn't have Jamal Murray through the whole year. Lost Michael Porter very early in the season. And his second best player, you can make an argument. It could be Bones Highland, the rookie. Could make Monte Morris one night, Will Barton one night, Aaron Gordon. I mean, he's running with a lot of good, solid role players. And in the West, he's basically I don't see them going to be a playing team, honestly. I don't see them dropping to 7th. That's where Minnesota's at, 43 wins. I think that he'll keep them right in the 4th and 5th area. But like I said, if you put the Nuggets in the East, they would be the 4th seed or 5th seed, right above Chicago's 44-32. And that's with less talent. I mean, and throughout the year, Jokic is averaging 26, 14, and 8. That's just insane number. Just imagine if he played 40 minutes. He could up that to 30, 15, and maybe 10 if he played 40 minutes a game.
Oh, jeez.
But
man.
Shout out Jokic. I think he's going to go back-to-back this year. And, yeah, that's who I have winning most valuable player this season.
Hey man, that's gonna be tough, man. But we're gonna dive into these standings real quick. Not gonna dive too deep into it, man, because we're gonna actually save it for the end of the year. So, quick little standings check. We got Miami at 1 in the East. Got Miami at 1, Milwaukee at 2, Philly at 3, Boston at 4, Chicago at 5. They're still hanging in there. Toronto took 6 from the Cavs. So the Cavs dropped into the play-in tournament. That's tough, man. Jared Allen is needed real bad. Jared Allen is needed.
All-star.
Yep. So like we said, Cavs are now the 7th, and Brooklyn is 8th. So they would play each other. See who secures that 7th seed, man. That's tough. You got Charlotte at 9. You got the Hawks at 10. That's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough. In the West, we got, of course, Phoenix at top, and the Grizzlies at number 2. Got Dallas at 3. They took that 3 from the Warriors, man. The Warriors are falling a little bit. Warriors are falling. They
Keep
keep
that.
losing. If they keep losing and Denver keep winning, they're only 2 games behind. Only 2 games behind. Denver could probably swoop that 4th spot from them. So Denver is 5th. Utah is 6th. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, I can't really say I'm surprised because usually the Jazz are a regular season team, so they're like between that 1 to 3 range in the regular season. So now it's like, it's tough. But Donovan Mitchell has showed a lot of frustration with the Jazz. Showed a lot of frustration with the Jazz. So Jazz at 6. Minnesota at 7. Minnesota could be a team to watch. Could be a team to watch. Clippers at 8. They were doing just fine. And Paul George just came back. Paul George just came back, man, and he looks real good. Jazz just blew a 25-point lead to Paul George. First game back in like 3 months. Came back, dropped 30. Man, sheesh. Then you got the Pelicans at 9. Zionless Pelicans. That's tough. And the Lakers are
holding on by half a game.
Hold on, man.
Right now.
Lakers, we're just outside. If the Spurs didn't lose, or if the Spurs didn't miss that last second layup, I'll say that.
Oh, don't remind me.
They would be 10th. They would be 10th. Spurs lost. The Lakers are back at the 10th spot. So, but the Lakers are not secure right there. They're not secure. Because I think if they lose, if the Lakers lose, if they play tonight, don't they? If they lose, mind you, LeBron is out another game. If they lose, they dropping right back down to 11 again. But
your prediction's looking good. You called them missing playoffs like a month ago, probably 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Hey, I need to get something right. I need to get something right, man. But we gonna be back next week, y'all. That's gonna wrap up this episode. We got another banger for you next week. We're gonna see. I think by next week the playing tournament. Yeah, I think by next week the playing tournament is gonna be like secure. I think the teams in the playing tournament by next week is gonna be the playing tournament, like the end. That's gonna be it. So we're gonna talk about that next week. We're gonna see how that goes, man. But until then, it's your boys Juice and Lou, and we out of here. Peace.